We're talking about finding the sweetness during the holidays without actually using sugar. Sugar is big at Christmas, and we tend to indulge in it just for celebration purposes, which also can then leave us feeling a bit flat that we have a little bit more sugar to prop us up to get through the holidays. Christmas is also a time of expectation. We have so many expectations that it's hard to meet all of them, that we can often find ourselves consuming sugar to make us feel better with the discomfort of not having our expectations met. What we'd love you to consider over the holidays is to actually use the power of gratitude to literally flip the stress and help us manage our expectations. It's so easy for us to compare our lives to other people that from the outside, particularly with social media, looks like they're having an idyllic time. Now, no matter what situation you're in, and I've been in a situation where for the past 30 years on and off, I've had many Christmases either on my own or with people I don't really know that well. And what I can tell you is that you can be just as lonely in a family that you were born into or a family that you married into as you can be alone. And you can be content and happy alone, even more so than when you're actually with family and friends. And it really does depend on the circumstances that you control in the situation, and mostly how you actually frame things in your mind. So what stresses you at Christmas can be turned into something to be grateful for. So here's the thing. Having so many people to buy presents for is stressful. It costs money. But the upside is that you have so many people to buy presents for, and that you may have the ability to actually do that. Another piece is having all these foods to cook. So the flipping of that and the gratitude thing is that there's many people in the world who don't have anywhere near the food that you're going to serve at Christmas for an entire month, right? So we are so grateful to actually have the ability to feed lots of people if that's the case. The mess of Christmas is something that tends to stress a lot of people out. So the flipping of it and the gratitude piece is that not only do I have lots of people in my life that I can invite over, and not just for myself, but to make their lives better, but I have a roof over my head, I have a kitchen, I have food to feed them with. Christmas traffic and Christmas road rage, as people feel pressured, as they start to eat what we call the lethal recipe, and it messes with their emotions and their brain function, you get people behaving oddly in traffic, and especially parking around the malls and things like that, trying to get the best car park. I've experienced incredibly rude behavior. So the flipping of that is, I've got a car to drive that has heat, hopefully you have heat, around Christmas time, and I can actually afford to put fuel in my vehicle, that I can drive to places I don't have to walk to. And if my only form of transport is walking, I have legs that are functional, and I can actually get from point A to B, whereas there are people who can't. The quote I love to remind myself, especially this time of the year, is, it says, "Be kind, for everyone you know is fighting a battle you know nothing about." There's a lot of stress around this time of year. So if you can just take even one of these stresses and flip it and focus on what you have to be grateful for, and really have deep empathy and compassion for the fact that people are most likely doing the best they can with the resources they have. And if you can just spend as much time as you can flipping situations, really focusing on the gratitude piece, you're going to extract a lot of sweetness at Christmas time without having to reach for sugar. So if you've liked this video, please press like, subscribe to our channel, and for more information, simply go to sweetfreedom.ca.